Jeremiah 25, 12 to the end, which is like 38. So I tried to search this up, but haven't really understood it. So there we know that they will be in Babylon for 70 years. Then after that, God will punish the king of Babylon and that nation. So it's very clear that um, there's a definite timeline there, and the fall of Babylon is known. However, oh, and one thing before I go into that is when I read this, I remembered how God uses Israel as like a light, a to the Gentiles, to other nations, to make God's name be known to other nations. So now that Israel is pretty much fallen, is corrupted, and their heart is full of wickedness, now they get led. Anyone who stays is like a curse, but anyone who is led out into the neighboring nation is now the ones that are the good fruit. Then God uses them to be a light in the nation itself, and not in the. So pretty much I can think of it as being like Israel falls, then they are led into other nation, they sprinkle their salt and light, and then if the nation doesn't repent and doesn't get transformed, then at that time God will then judge the nation. And I think this is what I'm understanding, the big picture of how God works in here. And so you can see that God doesn't punish Israel and the nation and the non other nations together. God say, okay, Israel, you've now lost your saltiness. Judgment. The good one will be sprinkled. Now, the nation, the ones that doesn't fall, like repent, God give them an extra 70 years to repent. They don't repent, God will then bring judgment on them, which is Babylon. And so I think God uses that time to reap however many believers, however many good crop he can. And so that's what I'm seeing. And then the thing is that when I read to the point where it says that this is a prophecy against all nations, and then Jeremiah took it to give it to all nations, and then they will all be drunk, vomit, fall down, and do not get up because of the sword which I am sending among you. That sounds like complete like judgment. And so I'm like, has that portion been fulfilled yet, or is this like a multi-part fulfillment similar to other prophecies? Some of it is fulfilled immediately, some of it is like fulfilled multiple time in increasing intensity. So my gut feeling is telling me like this is not yet fulfilled. It's gonna be fulfilled in the judgment day, where where right here. So then to support, going back to my earlier understanding, you can see that God is beginning to inflict disaster on this city which is called by my name. So should you be completely free from punishment? That phrase is what triggered me to think, oh, this is like, that's how God planned a punishment come. He he weeds out, he sprinkled them, he tries to get as many like people as he can so that he can save them, but the ones that are stubborn and are utterly wicked, he will then utterly eliminate. And then so then right here, the Lord will roar from on high, and then he will clamor has come to the end of the earth. He has a controversy with the nations. He's entering into judgment with humanity. so so and then it said evil is going out from nation to nation. A great storm is being stirred up from the remotest part of the earth. And then those who will be put to death is gonna be from one end to the other, and they will be like dung on the surface of the ground. They won't be mourned or buried and things like that. So because of the fierce anger of the Lord, he has left his hiding place like the lion, and the land has become a horror because of his fierce anger. So I don't think God's anger is that extreme yet, and I don't know of a recording of this scale in history. So I was trying to research that, but it wasn't, the answer is not apparent to me. And so I found a website that I believe is this one, where where it sounds like my gut feel, other people feel like it's a multiple fulfillment also, but we're not sure of that. But those are the thoughts that came to me as I read today.